Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Modded Endless Legend. This is an unusual situation. So I want to talk real quick about strategic concerns, grand strategic concerns, large-scale issues. I'm really worried about this. The necrophages being pressed into a corner like this with red and blue sort of like cutting them off from expanding any further is going to trigger a war. If a war hasn't started already, actually, let's check. Like, the necrophages will be declaring war on red or blue soon. It's turn 22, so I wouldn't be shocked if they're not at war yet. In fact, they haven't even met blue yet. But it's going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. And blue cannot defend themselves against a necrophage push. I'd be very surprised if that happened. So I'm a little concerned that we're going to end up with a large, healthy necrophage player owning a lot of territory. And then this is like, boy, there are so many factions we could be where if this was the layout of the empires, I would be ecstatic. Look at all this territory. But the fact is, as the Alayu, we can't hold 8 regions. Like, that's not a thing I can do. We will not realistically be able to hold that amount of space until we're like up here with Imperial News Network, and the approval penalties are so harsh. Although, I guess we do have wine coming in. Maybe I'm overstating things a little bit. But the point is, I'm concerned. I'm worried that we're not going to be able to hold all this space, and as we are not holding it, somebody is going to, and it's going to be green. Basically, my concern is that the Forgotten are going to expand tremendously, and I hate having Forgotten neighbors. So, we need to think about our next move here. We need to take a moment and strategize. We gotta expand. We have to take, at the very least, Dillard, right? Because we want the wine. But I'm wondering if maybe I want to... If we settle Dillard and then just, like, fall back along the coast, if we ended up with these 4 regions in addition to the 2 we have now, that would be enough to get a strong economic base going, and I'm afraid it might already be too much to safely to keep happy. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough one. That said, I'm not displeased about our start at all. I think we've gotten a pretty good set of things going here. We're 4 turns from having our altar at level 2, and we're 4 turns from moving up to the stage of the faction quest where our altar needs to be level 2. I think this is good. I think this is good for us. We just have to be careful. It's going to be really easy to screw up and die. Alright, but now we're pulling in 2.5 wine per turn once the extractor here goes up. So that'll definitely help. What is it these guys want? These guys wanted wine, that's right. What do these guys want? At this point, we're just, like I said in the last video, for at least 3 turns, have 2 different types of Fomorian's naval units in garrison in any fortress. Okay, that's not too hard to do, but we will not be doing it. Oh, shoot. Look, it's boats. Actually, was that shallow water? We had to check. There's land up here. Yeah, let's key in something like that. Show me. Right. This is the danger of forgetting to watch the last couple turns on video before loading the game. Okay, so we got our extractor up. We do really want to get a lot of. Oh, we're out of pearls. So it's 13 to make this. So clearly I was not remembering the pearl cost formula correctly. But as you can see, rising pearl costs. Unfortunately, we don't have too many more places where we're going to be able to get a lot of pearls. We've explored a lot of the territory that's available to us. So, I guess winter's in 2 turns. We may have to pull our... Skyfin. Actually, what's Bright Slash's assignment cooldown? It's off, okay. So we may, when winter hits, we may unassign him from this navy and then drop him on one of the cities so that he can, you know, dark form, super speed, run around and pick up as many pearls as possible. Alright, so we've gotten ourselves into kind of a weird position where we're in Era 2 and we don't even have Empire Mint, and like I still definitely need Sewer System and definitely need Alchemist Furnace. But do I want to... I think I want to pick up Monk now so that we can start building them. I'm even going to do this. We need to be ready for war. Turn 23 is this is a bad time to not have any units available. Alright, we're going to mash this in the hopes that it will allow us to evade the neutral boarding. Nope, it's going straight to the place that we're going. Well, that's not great. If you're curious what that was the sound of us losing the last thing in Nathan. Yeah, we're not going to be able to hold anything on the sea. I'm really surprised that this took until turn 24 for the AI to do. I'm starting to wonder if maybe we could have gotten it. That's late, you know? Alright, well, we could build a husbandry center here and try to have Shulna be a population center. Again, my thinking is that Shulna needs to be the strongest of our cities, and having high population is certainly a way to do that. Oh, we couldn't build a Garth even if we just don't have any population, man. I do want a megapole somewhere, obviously. I think that probably goes without saying. Do I want to try to build it here, though? This seems like, okay, we are 16 turns. We're going to have a birth next turn. It's going to make things a little bit easier. Empire-wide approval is high. Mostly I was looking at that to figure out if we were happy and we could jump up to Fervent, then the 16 turns doesn't look too bad because it would go down when we did that. We can build it over top of the titanium deposit, which would make it, first of all, it would make it so we're getting the titanium the moment we research the tech, but secondly, obviously, it would make it easy to level. Then again, the Alayi really do love a free district, don't they? Population-free district. So maybe I want to, well, I guess we could build this here and then we'll go for an abbey over here, maybe. I'm pretty torn here. I think that we probably don't want to build a Seeker. Building a Kekator or two might not be terrible. Alayi don't have access to a very good ranged unit, and while I've said many times that I don't think these guys are any good, every unit is at least okay once it has a bunch of gear on it, right? So maybe, or we build the husbandry center, start spamming population, or we build the megapole. I don't want to build Seekers, and we can't build anything else. And we're not going to get access to any new kinds of buildings for a little while. You know what, let's go for it. We'll have a birth next turn. If we can get the frontmost city in our empire to be an industry powerhouse, I mean, we saw a pretty good version of that last time, right? Oh, there's a... Wait, why couldn't I just get up here? Huh. That's weird. Alright, 10 titanium, 2 pearls. And then next turn, Zoya's Bright Slash gets reassigned to, it's pulled off and placed in one of the cities. Wow, look at that. So our guy has 9 movement during the winter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we could lose a turn. Do I want to boot a turn of wine? I don't think I want to lose a turn of wine harvesting, not until we actually have the wine booster up and running. But I don't want these pearls to get stolen either. We need them really badly. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to lose a turn of wine harvest. And grab this one too. Actually, I should have gone this way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, if I had made my last point of movement this way, I could have grabbed that pearl deposit and then made it back to the wine. That was a mistake. Oh well. Okay, so green is expanding north and west. Pink is trying to cut off everybody else, which I kind of like, actually. It would be great if we didn't border everybody, and pink is making that a reality. I'm definitely concerned about green. Something's going to have to be done. Okay, and then obviously we can't lose this much dust. That's not okay. Alright, well, yeah, that'll do. Of monks in 2 turns. We're still food positive, that's good. Seed storage, the plus 10 food only works during the summer, so right now it would be like 3 food. So it's probably not worth building until winter ends. We can build it precisely so that we know it will finish the turn that winter ends, which is nice. It's a nice little benefit of being who we are. Alright. It's possible that this going for the megapole thing is silly. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. Alright, here I'm gonna take a step and search this ruin before I pop the hero off, just to get that little bit of extra XP. Alright. Unassign. You guys go and get stuff. Oh, I do want to make something clear. Yeah, I said something during the last video that I think may not have been 100% the thing I was trying to say. I just want to make it clear that I do not think that Seekers are terrible units in general, but I do think that Seekers in light form are very bad. Dark form Seekers are actually okay units. The fact that they reduce the defense of enemies by charging them, I think is actually pretty useful and cool. So I don't think that our Seekers are totally useless, and during the winter or after we have picked up the shape-shifting tech, which I don't like to use because it's very expensive, but sometimes it's vital, they can be quite good. It's just a matter of getting there. Yeah, by the way, I guess I didn't mention that. There's a couple of things on the wheel here that are Ali-specific in the altar. Okay, so what's up now? Okay. This should have moved forward. I'm not sure why it didn't. I'm a little worried. Hopefully it won't be bugged. It's going to be 5 turns. So we could build another Garth. We could start work on a settler. Actually, that's 100% what we should do. We need a settler. We got to get Dillard. And 2 turns from now we will have the wine. So moving this dude off of wine for a turn didn't actually change our number of turns to the booster, because we were gonna be over by a little bit. Okay, cool. Yep, raise the altar to its level 2 or keep a stock of 100 pearls, and we'll receive lowered cost of blessings. The blessings, it's talking about these things on the altar wheel. So that's cool, we'll get that. Oh, the Titan Bones ran out. I forgot that we were on Titan Bones. That makes this ugly. Well, it is what it is. Okay, we can now build monks. So it's going to be... Notice this dude has 8 movement right now, which is fantastic. Do we not have a quest from these guys? Did we get it and fail it? Or did we just never get it? Let's step over here and try to grab it. Also, I'm going to steal pearls. Pink can't see it. They won't know. That's not true. They'll almost certainly know. Alright, what do you want? Oh, well, that's going to happen. Cool. So free pacification and some adamantium to go with it. Let's go ahead and get in the water, because these guys are going to attack us otherwise. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just not going to be able to hold any of these. There's too many neutral ships in the water now without building actual naval units. Which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Building naval units is not a bad play for us. I'm going to try to move to here before that Nidya army can grab me. Wow, that's a serious quest. Capture or destroy Melantor. Well, I don't think we're going to be doing that, probably. That's a settler. They're going to settle Ochk. That actually is totally cool with me. If they want to keep the Vultures on the other side of them, that's fine with me. Oh, hey, we got control of that fortress. Which one? Okay, so we'll get Glasssteel for a couple of turns before it gets taken back. We got the Blessings of the Mother. We've got a level up for End on the Seer. Now, I do want to address, somebody in the comments said that they thought it was strange that I was so up about the cultist hero in a city that's probably going to have low population, because we're Alayi and cities have low population. And it's true that the lower population does make Impassioned Preacher less good. But most of the buffs are large percentage buffs, most of the buffs that you get from cultists. And really, you don't need to have a lot of citizens to make use of a cultist governor. You just need to have a lot of output. So your earliest cities are going to tend to be the ones that have the largest output, because you're going to have built the most districts in them over time and stuff like that. So I do agree, a cultist hero is less good in the Alayi capital than he would be in the capital of basically any other race, but I still think he's better than any other faction in that Alayi capital. Better than any other faction of governor. The cultists, like the output boosts, are so huge. It's beautiful. Okay, in a region called Undand, a Nidya village would donate pearls. Undand. Okay, let's have some words with him. And also, let's do this. Yay, back to fervent. At this point, by the way, it makes a lot of sense to use the gold. Even though it's not going to give us a boost in approval rating, we have enough city upkeep that the gold is going to generate a fair amount of extra dust over the course of its run. So should I, now that we just popped the wine booster, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to send the Skyfin over to advance our faction quest. Remember, random neutral armies will not attack the Skyfin. If your Skyfin gets attacked by an army that appears to be a random neutral army, that means that probably there's a Morgar player in your game and he has cat's pawed those guys. It will not be obvious to you that they're not normal neutrals, because that's, the whole point of cat's paw. But totally happens. Oops, I clicked too many times. Give this bastion 12 titanium. And in exchange we'll get some spices for some time. We have a lot of titanium. I'll do that. Let's see if we can maybe... capture... What's the last thing in... I have no idea. How easy will it be for me to tell from looking at this which one of these quests is related to the last fortress in Yamosi? Okay, well, I guess we'll get down there and have a look. It would be cool to have a... Oh, hey, we did this, too. Diplomat of the Deeps. 10 Moonleaf. 10 Moonleaf and control of a different fortress somewhere. This fortress. Okay, so that'll be a little bit of titanium. By the way, I play the game like this all the time because it's very easy to read. And by the way, I really love this, like, zoom in for detail, zoom out for strategy thing. But let's take a moment to appreciate how good all of the Tempest-era stuff looks like. The whole game is beautiful. I love the whole hand-drawn map aesthetic. But also, look at all these pearls out here. We gotta get some of these. But I think around the time Tempest came out, their artists really, like... I don't know what happened. Something blossomed in them. Okay, new settler. So let's take control of Dullard. And get this extracting normally so that we can free up our Skyfin to chase pearls and do other important things. Oh, do we finally meet Pink? Okay. In fact, they donated 20 influence and no pearls. They're awed and delighted. Their leader has indicated ruins where we may find their stock. Okay. God, I love the Skyfin. I think these guys are super fun to play. These are honestly one of my favorite factions. Hi, Pink. Hi, what's up? Let us, I guess, head over for here. What did you guys want again? I've already forgotten. Oh yeah, this is the Melanter quest, right? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. We can't do that. These guys have some titanium or something. What was it? We had a quest that one of the roaming armies somewhere had some whatever. Man, it's so hard to remember stuff from video to video. Ah, 10 Titan Bones is what they have. Do we have any Titan Bones left? No, so 10 Titan Bones won't be enough for us to pop a booster anyway. Okay, what was it that you guys wanted? Oh, this... Yep, that's the one I picked up this video. I should be able to remember that. Well, that's a shame. That's not happening. We're about to lose control of this fortress already. Ah, we gotta get some boats. Alright, well, I'm gonna head over and search the sea ruins at least. And we have this settler. Now, let's just double check. I think there's no chance that anything but Dillard is right. Right? Dillard is definitely the thing we're settling? Yeah. Okay, as far as strategic deposits go, by the way, we just have 2 titanium available to us. So we should look for a place where we can mine glass steel as well. But Dillard is where we're going. So do I want to put us... Where do I want to put us? Let's grab this pearl. And then figure this out. So this is pretty good, right, between these 2 anomalies. There's a lot of anomalies in a lot of places, but we'd really like to settle in a place where we're getting approval. This is a pretty interesting region. I think I like this one because it has the most industry. You know how I feel about that. And also it builds out into the massive tree pretty quickly, which is even more industry. And it's not bad, really. It is going to drop us out of Fervent, though, the moment we touch it, which sucks. Alright, so let's get that wine extractor. Probably the mill foundry first. This is a good point. Do I want to buy my mill foundry? It's like really, yeah, I think so. Let's really, really push the effectiveness of this city. Okay, we're up to 66 pearls. We're going places. This would be a good time to build the seed storage. So it'll finish right as winter ends. Okay, so we're happy. We really need sewers and central markets, though. And the fact that we need central markets, of course, means that we need, yeah. The fact that we need central markets means that we need a source of glass steel, a real source of glass steel. Alright, we should be able to wipe these guys out pretty trivially with the help of the militia. We can turn off the resource overlay for the foreseeable future. So these dudes have 2 move and 2 range. Probably going to come around here. I think our hero's fine where he is. Please attack that one. Look at that. His default order was actually a real order. I wonder if maybe the bug only affects them when they're in light form. So in dark form, our dude does a little AoE attack, which is pretty cool. And notice, he had way more initiative this turn because he had way more morale from being, first of all, adjacent to some buddies, and secondly, the morale bonus from being in a city. For some reason, it's not showing the this bonus should be represented on the card, but you can see he does have 5 morale. So his initiative is up to 47 right now. To take absolutely maximum advantage of that trait, it's a little tricky. You have to be a little bit more conscientious with how you move your Alayi troops than you would have to be with a lot of others. Is this Pink talking about the common frontier? No, they're mad about the pearls that they didn't see me steal. What are you, magic or something? How could you possibly know? Alright, unfortunately, I think somewhere in this part of the quest chain, a village asks us to bring them a dark form Skyfin, and the winter's about to end, so we may end up waiting a little while. Seratan in Smezroth. We gotta go around and preach the word of Mother Auriga. Seratan village in Smezroth. Got it. Oh, I'll be so bummed when the winter ends. It's not something I usually find myself saying in this game, but it's really nice when you're Alayi. I by the way, no idea if it's Alayi or Alayi, and I know they say it during the cinematic. I probably should have watched it. But I didn't. That ship has sailed. Alright, what's next winter looking like? Minus food plus industry on anomalies? That's actually totally fine. Yeah, well that didn't take long. They got all of our stuff right away. Oh, okay. So, we are 3 spaces away from this, and we have to remove. Moving through an enemy unit's zone of control doubles the cost of your movement, so this costs 2 movement points. But this unit should not... Land units should not be able to project zone of control onto the water. That's very silly. It's going to make that cost an extra turn. What? If you know you can't move through him, why would you try? What's wrong with you? No, I'm going to have the hero pick up the pearls. Remember, our hero does have Auriga affinity, and I know we would get more pearls if we picked them up with Skyfin, but I want the levels on the hero. Alright, so next turn we'll have the wine extractor up. Our Skyfin may have to temporarily convert into a source of glass steel for us, which would not be a bad thing. Oh, we got the not this. We got the designs done. Okay, so we don't have any of our mines up yet. Man, I'm gonna. I swear to God, we will get Empire Mint. It will happen. Alright, birth rate's not terrible. I'm going to keep us assigned to Dust heavily, I think, because I want to be able to hire a governor for Dillard. Things are going well so far, though, internally. We don't have a functional army, which sucks. But listen, we can only put out so many fires at a time, right? So we've got 6 turns left on this. We won't... We're going to have to go a turn or 2 without the booster, unfortunately. It's going to break before we're ready to redo it. Actually, you know what? Why don't you go and finish exploring this? Alright, 20 free adamantium. I like that. Is there any particular... We can have him end his turn on the titanium. And thus give us 1 turn of titanium extraction before he moves on. Yeah, there go the spices. So yeah, when the wine ends, we're going to drop down into happy. Exploit 9 anomalies in your empire to get management sciences for free. Really? That's lovely. Okay, 9 anomalies is probably not that far off of what we're on now, right? That's a little hard to tell over here. But right, this city's on 2, and this city's on 2. 3. So 5 plus 6. Is that it? It's just no 7. Okay, so like 1 more settle. Or something like that. Actually, it's a good point. Do I want to... No. I was going to say that's a good point. Do I want to build a... Do I want to be building a settler instead of a unit? But no, I don't think so. I think we had to get our sewer systems up at the very least before we settle again. Alright. So the Alai faction quest isn't terribly difficult through the middle here. But once we get closer to the end, I believe it asks us to take somebody out. That's going to be... maybe not the hardest thing ever, but difficult. Okay. Seratan renegades have stolen the pearls. Okay. Find and defeat an army in Smezroth. +3 influence per collected pearl cluster. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we need to kill some dudes in Smezroth. It may be the case that the best thing to do here is to, there's grass silk over here. It may be that the best thing to do right now is to pop our hero back using the army action stuff. And we're going to need this monk. What's your assignment cooldown? No, you're off cooldown already. So yeah, we could unassign the hero and then recreate him as an army on Ildlia. Maybe that's the thing to do right now because he's kind of out of important stuff to do up in this area. We didn't get very good pearl spawns on the water near the northern coast. This has gone unmolested for quite some time. We've gotten a lot of titanium from that. So I probably want you to fall back to a glass steel deposit. Well, there really are not a lot. So there's one in Ochk, but he's going to get attacked by other factions here. And then there's one all the way up in Jagarak. And that's it? That's all the glass steel I can see? Wow, that's unusual. Iwith has some. And we got Iwith pacified already, so this would be a good place to put people down. Wait, is this an actual island? I assumed that this was the impassable northern land just jutting down, but I guess it is pretty far. What a weird world got generated. This is so strange. I'm gonna try to sail around the northern part of this. Let's see exactly what it looks like up here. Because we don't actually have to settle on the continent too much more if we don't want to. Alright, we need to try to be friends with Pink, probably, though. We are 7 turns out from an Empire plan, so I don't want to do anything that spends influence right now. Let's save up. By the way, if you're wondering why we're at 26 influence, let's zoom in here. Garths just generate a lot of influence, and as we level stuff up, it's going to get even better. It is very often the case that the Alai have some spare influence to play with. Okay. Where do you want to go? I guess I'm going to send him in the direction of Ochk for now. I'm trying to end his turn within our territory so he's a little less vulnerable to attack. Alright, right now the wine is at exactly replacement rate. I'm going to go ahead and unassign you. The wine is at exactly replacement rate right now. We are mining 20 wine every 10 turns and using 20 wine every 10 turns. If we end up... Okay, there's another settler. Here's a red settler. Okay. Maybe this isn't a good idea now that it's Red's territory. Alright, I'm actually going to send him all the way to the tip of Jagarak. Yep, there it goes. That's fine. We got a lot of free resources. We've gotten a lot of strategics this game, considering that we never got a hold of Alchemist's Furnace. Okay, Dillard definitely needs sewers. Shulna definitely needs sewers. The sewers getting done here will speed up the megapole significantly because it'll move the city to Happy. So I'm just gonna buy it. We'll just rush it with dust. It's fine. We're producing a lot of dust right now. I know this slows down our governor, but I think it's worth it. Okay, so we now have a red neighbor in addition to our pink neighbor. I'm not totally jazzed, but also our border with them is quite small, and so it should be easy enough to defend against their attacks. We definitely have to get with the army now, though. And the capital... Actually, the capital could use a sewer system. It has dipped below fervent. Well, actually, the capital could use a sewer system. It could also... A Garth right here would be a big deal, because this gains plus 20 approval when it levels up. Do I want to do that, actually? The Garth would... No, the Garth's going to take a long time. Let's do this and get our city happy right now. By the way, it is worth noting as well. Is there one? Okay, there's not one available, so I can't show you. But there is a skill in the Roving Clans faction tree that eliminates expansion disapproval entirely. So it might not be the worst thing in the world to pick up a Roving Clans governor here and there. Just to at least help their city be strong. I think the hero's just going to stay put. I want to obviously merge units into their army. Let's equip our monk. So the monk is kind of weird. The monk has, of course, shifter nature. It is a 6-speed flying unit, which is fantastic. It starts with a longsword equipped. The swords have infantry slayer, so infantry slayer is pretty useful generally. You can swap them to spears for cavalry slayer as well. And then their shifting rage ability is incredibly powerful but pretty strange. In light form, each time they counterattack, they gain 20% defense and damage, stacking up to 3 times, and it makes their counterattack deal damage to the target and opponents in a cone up to 1 tile per consecutive counterattack. So, let's draw it a little bit. So if this is my monk, if this guy was a monk, he gets counterattacked by this dude. He hits him. If he gets counterattacked again, his counterattack will hit this guy and also the guys behind this guy. So it works a little strangely, and you have to take maximum advantage of it. You have to be pretty careful in combat. And then in dark form, it stacks up on attacks and triggers on attacks instead of counterattacks, and it increases attack and damage rather than defense and damage. Dark form monks are terrifying. But it's kind of weird because in light form you really want to be counterattacking to get maximum benefit out of it, while in dark form you want to be attacking. So in light form you want to have low initiative, and in dark form you want to have high initiative. But like I said, dark form monks are terrifying. So let's do this. And that. Alright, that's what you guys should look like. And our hero should also get upgraded, so we can... I'm gonna throw a glass steel bow on the hero, just to avoid taxing our titanium supplies too much. We may not be able to afford a full upgrade. Okay, no, we can. And we're going to have to retrofit this guy. Unfortunately, I should have updated the design before building him. It'll be fine. Alright, so we've got a little bit of time here to build up our army. Yeah, please do the retrofit. Alright, Ozek the Chosen is going to go straight into the percentage buffs. I'm not going to stick around and get all of Impassioned Creature, I don't think. We'll come back for it. But I want to get him up to Cold Operator as quickly as possible, of course. Yep. What is this? This is a boarding vessel. Okay. Sometimes a lone ship is, we're going to evade it. Sometimes a lone ship is, you know, like an injured minor faction army or something. Kind of route through the only pearl deposit that's left up here. Unfortunately, his buff is not enough to make it be 2 pearls. So damage 60, those guys are fairly impressive. Telsum Warlocks are pretty good units. In fact, he's got a lot of dudes, like, in our territory right now. I think he might be planning trouble. Planning to make trouble. Well, I guess let's get down here. If he starts up on us right now, that's going to be bad. We really do want to get this sewer system built, because I'd love for the city to go back to Fervent, but maybe we could speed that up a little bit, because I think we're going to need to build units. Let's just queue one up. Yeah, Dust Surplus is coming to an end. Oh, hey, there's a pink settler. Oh, he's going to settle Uskdarla is his plan. I'm actually not too broken up about that, I don't think. I think him having Uskdarla isn't a big deal. He has a lot of guys in my territory, though, which is certainly indicative of a certain desire. Alright, somewhere in Smezroth there's supposed to be a neutral army for me to kill for my faction quest. I don't suppose you guys could just, like, let us search for that? Yeah, Saratan Renegades in Smezroth. Alright, so do we still have control of any fortresses? No, right? Yeah. Why don't we head around here? We'll get a little bit of a view from the land. We'll get back in the water in a minute. Alright. We got a couple of turns left until the faction quest. We're getting close on this megapole. Once the megapole's up, this city will actually be, like, pretty good at generating troops, I think. But boy, I hope we don't get murdered before that happens. To be fair, pink does have to worry about red, at least a little bit, which might be saving our bacon. Wait, is one of these guys not even upgraded? That's just disrespectful. So you can see, that guy is level 3 with the base unit design and has 66 damage. Yeah, I'm not too worried about Uskdarla. We do want to get used and maybe Laris, but honestly, if we got these 4 regions and then the islands, that would also be fine. Oh, hey, look, pearls. Ooh, a little 1 fortress region. We could get lucky. And this fortress is in kind of an out-of-the-way place. If we got this, it might actually even hold. Right, yes, please gather us glass steel. We're going to need a little bit of a supply. Okay. We don't have any diplomacy tech, unfortunately. So we can't try to talk to Pink. Am I going to put off Empire Mint even further? Because I do want this. Diplomatic manipulation is powerful. Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to move this to the end of the queue. Alright, let's just jump into their territory a little bit. Come on, show me bad guys. There it is. I was trying to make sure we had enough movement to end our turn in our land. I'm trying to get them not to close their borders on me, basically. They're more likely to do it if you end your turn in their territory. It seems like. Please don't close your borders. You can close your borders after this turn. I need them to be open to me right now. I think we should be able to take Force Seratan. I'd be a little bit more nervous if we weren't on tier 2 gear. Wow, religious fervor is going to give us crazy output. Okay, let's get in there and try to. Unfortunately, the monk's thing in light form isn't really very effective against ranged units. It's a bummer. So you're going to move to here, which means I want the hero to move to here. Attack the same guy. I want to keep my units together. Both because by being adjacent to each other, they're giving each other initiative. And because I want to take advantage of the heroes. Actually, that's fine. I want to take advantage of the hero's little healing AoE when he's in light form. Oh no, I for some reason thought our hero had 2 move. Okay, well. We're taking more damage than I would like. You know what? You can just bail. But anyway, I don't want the hero to move. I want the hero to shoot now, because the hero fires before the monk moves. Every little bit helps, right? Okay, we're making good progress on the faction quest. We're pretty deep for turn 38. 15 pearls, not bad. 25 XP per unit is also quite nice. And now we get influence every time we find pearls. Cool. Make sure you've reached 7 population in at least one of your cities. What's the capital's at 4? The capital's going to probably be building a settler pretty soon, which is a little bit of a bummer. But we'll figure it out. We'll get there. Come on, easy quest. Activate 2 wine boosters. Okay. And we'll get the palliative prow out of it as well. That is absolutely doable. Oh, look. It's guys. Oh, cool. 12 adamantine is nice. I mean, we're going to get caught. I can't run fast enough. That's a boarding vessel. They have 6 move. Well, hopefully we can get onto this landmass pretty quickly. Should I... You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to dodge onto this landmass instead. So we want to make sure that this group of ships is not around when this thing captures. Actually, there could be another fortress up here, couldn't there? Yeah. Well, we'll get the palliative prow for free, basically, because obviously we will be popping wine boosters as we can. So that's cool. Palliative prow is probably pretty good. I don't actually have a ton of experience using the ship equipment, but it reads like it's pretty good. What do we got? 8 turns until next winter. It's going to be 7 turns when we hit turn 40 here in a second. Oh no, we're hitting turn 39, so 8 turns. Alright, the Forgotten are way up on strategics. Well, it looks like pink is going to sort of curl around me and protect me from green. I don't think that's their intent. I think they're trying to be menacing, but mostly I'm comforted. Don't tell them that. They'll think we're, Oh, okay. He wants me to go this way. Luxury boost facility. Okay. And we have 1 more turn until wine again. Wine's going to take us up to happy. Give us fervent here. It'll take us all the way through unhappy up to happy in this city. 65% will be happy. And in Shulna we'll be happy as well. Okay. So you can see what I'm talking about, though. Like, it gets the approval issues are serious. All right, in 5 turns we'll have Diplomat's Manse, and that will be hopefully we'll be able to negotiate our way into some peace with Pink. That would be ideal. Oh yes, this we are getting for sure. We can also actually we can go pretty nuts on this. So do I want to get buyout reduction, or do I want to save that influence? Because I don't intend to be doing a lot of building buyouts. I think I'm not going to bother to get this. But I like this faction plan a lot. We can take the unit cost reduction. That's actually a good idea. We're definitely going to be building a lot of units in the next 20 turns. At the very least, settlers and monks, right? Alright, so that Empire plan might actually finish the Megapole because it deducts 33... Is it 33%? I've already forgotten what the number is. Yeah, it deducts 33% of the total cost, not of the cost remaining. So it'll be good. And we'll be up to Empire Fervent. We'll be so high on approval that after we found our next city, we may still be happy. Okay, this is weird. These guys are shadowing us, but they don't seem to be particularly interested in fighting. They just want to make me nervous, I think. Alright, let's head up this way. So we can see the ocean to our north is pretty high value. A lot of palladium. We should maybe settle as much as I would like to settle near the anomalies? I have no idea what I was saying there. Maybe we should settle near the river on the coast, like here, perhaps? And then build some boats and take Sulin by force, because I think that it's going to be really beneficial. Oh, Dillard's about to finish its... Dillard's about to go to Fervent, right? Sewer system plus the Empire plan. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's run you guys out, and that'll fix our dust problem, too. I think I want to just make a couple more monks before I do anything else. Let's have an army that's large enough that the AI at least is thinking twice before attacking us. Quickly into the fog. Oh no, he's following us. The fog is not effective if they are adjacent to you. Okay, so this is this shape right here. Uh-oh, green's getting access to a lot of materials. I'm starting to get a little nervous. Green and purple are both great concerns of mine. No, Utheron was never blue, right? Okay, we definitely want to make sure we get those islands. But I think I want Eust as well. We're not that far from being able to build ships out of the capital, actually. We're only 1 Garth away. Okay, so the Empire is fervent. It's 99% this display issue. We're almost so high on approval that we can afford to change our assimilate. Alright, so let's start building. I know I'm about to just decide to tank my my approval in all these places by building Garths, but it'll be worth it once we have our Garths out enough that we are leveling stuff up. So yeah, you can see there's so much production overflow from the fact that the cost of this got reduced to 670 and we've already spent more than 670, that it's going to complete this this Garth in a single turn as well. Alright, I'm pretty happy about this. We have a little bit of a functional army. We have a megapole. We have... this city is really coming along. Okay. We'll be able to place another Garth after that, because that city actually has some population now. What did you guys want again? Oh, let's do this. Let's get this out of the way while we're over here, because I totally forgot about that. But I do want to do it. Alright. Okay. And next turn, we have Diplomat's Mance. We have so much influence. It is crazy how much influence we have. Alright, 50 dust. I'll take it. It's not exciting, but I'll take it. Alright, now we don't need to cheat on this quest, but I'm going to cheat on this quest because it's easy to do and it amuses me. Okay. Closing of borders. I mean, it's a threat, right? So we got 2 monks. After we finish Empire Mint, we're gonna go get meritocratic promotion. Oh yeah, we're gonna get this too. And that way we'll be able to build up this army a little bit more. It looks like Sodal 10 is not a high priority. We know there's titanium. I remember that this is a titanium space. But it's not hugely important. There's a lot of cliffs. Am I able to get... Okay, the north shore of this space is available to us. And that's Durgeshi up there. Alright, Shulna, more Garths. Let's level stuff up. Alright, so that'll get us the... Oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't have built this Garth here. I should have built it here. It would have gotten us another anomaly. This city may end up being kind of like a weird blobby shape because I'm going to expand out to grab all of these anomalies around us. Okay, we're going to need... We need 7 population in one of our cities for the next step in our faction quest. For the next step in our faction quest. I think it's actually going to be here. I'm going to get the husbandry center up. Well, let's get the Garth up first. And then that way the megapole will be level 2, and this city can focus on food and still have powerful industry, and then the ability to refocus even harder on industry. I think this is even a real plan. Alright, we gotta keep our eye on the geopolitical situation as it evolves. Alright, really? Must you? Right now? I mean, yeah, we'll kill you, but... well... I mean, that's what that is. I don't think they thought this all the way through. There you go, you see that cone shape. So the point of the cone isn't the unit being attacked, it's the monk. The monk was right here, and his second counterattack hit both of these guys. The cone would have been like that. Okay, so we spawned their dude. Then we attack their dude. And he said, hey, let's fight alone. And I said, nah. Nah, this is cool. I'm good. Really? He's going after the monks. Weird. Alright. So you get the success, and he's like, how is this possible? It's as though you had more warriors than I counted. Yep. We're the alpha male of the Gorin. Through cunning, not through force. Although also through force, because, let's be honest, there was no universe in which he was going to be able to beat my hero anyway. That's not true at the beginning of the game. At the beginning of the game, you may actually need to cheat in order to succeed at all. Don't be afraid to, is my point. Alright, so... yeah, we're going to make a... oh, that's a Seeker. I queued a Seeker. Settler. There we go. I thought it was a little odd that I had enough production to make a Settler in one turn. Let's see what this island is like. Is this island hugely important to grab? These guys want me to cross the sea and search some unspoiled ruins in Iowith. And they'll give us Wolfbane the Shepherd, which I don't have any use for. Iowith. Is that one of the ones I know? It is not. There's a sea region named Iowith somewhere. And I don't know where it is. It's in the southern seas. Well, whatever. We'll get to it. Okay, this city is going to need a little bit more Garthiness. And we're about to get another point of population, so we'll be able to build another Garth after this. I'll put it right here. And then maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a... Well, actually, no, we could build out toward the... I don't know how big this city's actually going to get, but we got it down pretty early. Yeah, let's plan on this city being stick-shaped rather than triangular. Right, I want to do this instead of, like, making units. Yes, I think so. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we really want to take Sulin. This is a lot of Palladian. Well, there's even a couple of facilities not yet visible. Could be really useful. Oh, yep. Yep, that's going to happen. So you guys need to get back on land. Really, there's nowhere I can get back on land in one turn. Damn cliff faces. Very inconvenient. Okay. Retreat, obviously. Make with the running. There's a lot of spices out here on these islands. Alright, well, I don't want to get attacked at the beginning of next turn. So we're going to remember to hammer the button. Nobody needs me to do anything. Alright. So, there's a ton of spices. On top doesn't have anything particularly crazy visible to us yet. We can't see adamantine and palladium yet, though. Ooh. Okay, on top has glass steel, in addition to other stuff. So this is probably going to be a good one for us. Oh, Nolaran became mine. What did I do? Oh, this quest. I forgot about this quest. This is giving me plus trade route. Okay, whatever. Well, it's not a very good ocean region, and it's going to get broken up right away by roaming armies, unfortunately. Alright. Settler from Ildlia needs to, I think, just found over here, honestly. I think this is the right location. Okay, Pink is definitely considering this region. And then, like, after I do this, I don't care if they settle us in. I'm actually fine with it. Oh, this location has literally 0 in industry. That's worth considering. Maybe it is better to build it over here. 16,233 versus 15,35. Yeah, that's no-brainer. Do I even want to go all the way over to here? My thinking was, why did I want a frontier? It's a little closer to Ildlia, which is definitely beneficial. Huh, I don't know. This seems fine. This seems like the way to go. Pop these monks out and merge them in here, so our army is as large and impressive as possible. Yes, we totally control the thing. Also, purple has been black spotted. That's the necrophages, right? Okay. I expect pink and green to come to blows fairly soon. Hard to know exactly when that's going to happen. What is he bringing in right now? He's bringing in 2. A solid 2. Because he leveled up again. He's level 3 now. So you can see he's generating a fair amount of XP per turn doing this, and he will eventually just be really, really powerful at bringing in resources. And then, like, the turn you get to Era 3, he can park on top of a Palladian thing for a while you research the ability to mine it. And, you know, the Skyfin is fantastic. So much of the stuff about these guys is so great. I'm going to build 2 more monks, I think, just so that we have the full-size army for when that's available. And Shulna doing this and making Garths. Oh, that's a plus approval anomaly over there. Okay. This is a little strangely shaped. We're going to do this because it's -5 approval to grab the anomaly, then +10 from it, and that'll get the city back to fervent. Alright, 4 turns. If we did this, it would only take 1 turn off of it. Yeah, I want the food. Okay, things are, things are coming along, man. We're doing it. We're really doing it. So I want to make sure we get this city founded before we end the episode, though, so that I don't forget what I was doing. Because I'm sure you've noticed. Sometimes I do that. Okay. We are losing money, and it's about to get worse, because... Well, our approval's not too bad. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Alright, let's grab a ruin. 70 dust in that ruin. Not bad. And now, we go nuts with the pearl gathering. There's not actually that many pearls in our territory. Please do not cut through red. We don't need the antagonism. Oh my god, you guys. It's finally time for Empire Mint. Think of how good our dust is going to get once all of our cities have these mythical Empire Mints. We are definitely going to have to reassign some dudes, though. So let's do this. Only -19, and then it'll take a couple of turns to get the mints up. I think we can endure that. We have a lot of important stuff to build, so I don't want to move the people out of any of the other places. The Skyfin is not within reach of any pearls. Wow. Well, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. You can hear my throat starting to give out a little bit. The world has definitely evolved. I don't think we'll be doing any more mainland settling. I think that the next plan is Antab and Uith, and then eventually Sodelton. We got to get them before somebody else gets Shipyard up. But I think we probably have time. Anyway, come back next time. The mainland's going to fill in, the islands are going to fill in, and I bet there's going to be some blood on the ground before the end of it. We'll see you then.